Mm, 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 mm. Good afternoon, everyone. That's if it's afternoon. Don't even know what time it is. Oh, it is. It's afternoon. Just waiting for somebody to jump online, and I've basically just come on to answer a few questions because I think it was Lisa who said about my website saying, Irene, there's no way you're doing this. But there is. Hi, Laura. I've just basically come on, answer any questions. Hi, Stacey. If anybody's got a question for me, fire away. I've just been trying to set my website up there. It looks like I'm doing it all right. I've linked it to my page, and I think I'm rather clever by doing it. So if anybody's got any questions there for me, please feel free to answer me, because I'm only going to be here for about 10 minutes or so. So if it's out to do with spooky stuff, please feel free to answer me. And that's all. That's basically all I've come on for, is just to let you know. Um, just typing here. I think I'm clever as well. I'm multitasking today. I think I'm quite good. But yeah. So hello everyone. Hello everybody. So if you've got any questions for me in regards to any spiritual stuff, hi Linda. I've changed the colour as well. I think I'm quite clever. So Lisa, I have. Yes, I've done it all by myself. Well, my mate Chris showed me how to do it, but hi Marianne. I've just jumped on just to show people how clever I am. Hi Lee. I can change things about and alter things. We're a day off from work today. So Cherokee Spiritual Services, look, if you have a look. And that's hi, and that's going up to streaming up to my webpage as well, because it's all linked in now. So I think I'm quite clever. So I'm not as green as I'm cabbage looking. Well, you'd message if you get one for you. I don't understand. I'd like a message. If I get one for you. Right. I'm not doing messages at the minute. They're later on. They're later on today. 6 o'clock till 7. I just thought I'd jump on and let you know. I've linked my web page to my Cherokee Spirit page. So if you'd like to go up there and have a look, please feel free to do so. But I'm saying if you've got any spiritual questions you would like to ask, hiya Jackie, or you'd like any charms making, please inbox me, please ask me. But yeah, I've just come on just to let you know I'm not as red as I'm cabbage looking. Hopefully it is. Well, green is cabbage. Cabbage just green looking or whatever it is. Now look, I've got confused there, Marion, to what it was. Um, I do, Stacey. I do face-to-face readings, yeah. I do. I do one-to-ones, and I have been doing them via Zoom. So if you're interested in that, please feel free to private message me and I can send you all the details and then dates and what have you. I've also set a page up on here, questions and answers page. If you want to join that, please request to join. We've had a bit of a chuckle on with it because I originally, hi Claire, um, I thought I was dead clever by sorting my page out all by myself. But I didn't. I'd knacked it all up, so I had to get my daughter involved and she had to sort it out for me. But I have been on again today and I've linked the pages together. So hopefully I might sort that out. And I've also been on my webpage as well, sorting that out. And I've linked that to the page. So if you click on the link where it says Irene's been updating, it takes you straight to the webpage where I've been sorting out. And it's just, again, I mean, I used to have a webpage years ago, but it fell to the wayside. So I've just reinstated it. So I think I'm quite clever in doing what I've done. Are you Hazel? But yeah, so there's a web page there if you're interested in having a look. I do one-to-one readings and private readings. I am a spiritualist medium and have been for 21 years. I actually work for spirit, they don't work for me. And that's part of one of my beliefs. Without spirit, we would be anywhere. I'm just the in between. We bridge the gap. Oh, bless you. You'll just have to log in, Hazel. Just don't tell anybody you're doing it, and you'll be able to sit and watch. Chloe, I'm not doing messages at the minute, my lovely. I've just popped on to update people to let them know what I'm about and what's going on. Messages will be there at tea time at 6 o'clock again tonight. But again, that is for that charity, A Way Out. So Hazel, yeah, just click on. Nobody will know you're on. I won't tell anybody. And let's face it, if anybody else rings on and they know you're on, they're doing what you're doing. That's the way I look at it anyway. So yeah, I am a spiritualist medium, been doing it for 21 years, long time. And like I said, I work for spirit, they don't work for me. Used to teach at Norton's Christian Spiritualist Church. It's okay, Chloe, don't be sorry, my lovely. Nothing wrong with asking. My mum used to say, shy girls getting out. If you don't ask, you don't get out. But them readings are at tea time, 6 o'clock till 7. So yeah, spiritualist medium. I do make a lot of key charms and handbag charms. I also make the crystal angels for your windows. Right, so Claire, where you're talking about meditation, I believe one of the hardest things is to meditate. And it takes a lot of practice to meditate. It is hard. And it's all about slowing your mind down and telling it to shut up. The only advice I can give you where meditating is concentrate on your breathing. The shallower your breathing you can get, concentrate on your breathing and try to sound out any outward noises. But if you get any thought processes coming in, acknowledge the thought and let it go away. Don't get into conversations with it. It can be quite hard to do that. For instance, you just getting there where you need to be with the meditation, and you think, oh, did I turn the gas off? Have I turned the gas off? Oh, I need some spuds. So you're getting into that conversation with that thought. Don't get into conversation with it. Acknowledge it and let it float, let it go. Don't get into conversation. But meditation is one of the hardest things to master, and it takes a lot of time and effort and energy to try to do that. So good luck with that. I hope that helps. But yeah, your breathing. It's all about your breathing techniques, and concentrate on your breathing and try to drown out any outward noises. So you can either listen to instructed meditations or listen to music. Put earphones in so you don't hear anything from the outside world. But for those who have mastered the art of meditation, they don't need any music or any implements whatsoever. They just totally sound out everything themselves. But that takes years of practice, my love. So please be patient with it. It's something that doesn't happen overnight. That's what I will say to you. And it takes a lot of practice. You're very welcome, Claire. If there's anything else I can help you with, please feel free to ask me. I'm not doing readings, Debbie. They're later on at tea time between 6 and 7. This is just questions and answers. It depends what you mean by ghosts in your dream scale. Right. Claire, I used to teach at Norton Christian Spiritualist Church, my love, and I stopped doing that when I started work at the hospital because I used to work evenings at the time. So I have taught, and I still do teach in one way or the other. So yeah, I do teach. We have, well, Gordon Bennett, I'm trying to think how long I taught for. On and off over the years, I've taught about 15 years, from basic to psyche to the spiritual awareness. So yeah. So Lee, you always wake up. shouting for your mum. So I would say, Lee, where you're doing that, I would say there's been unfinished business or things that you never had chance to say to where your mum was concerned. So when we go to sleep, our conscious mind goes to sleep, and our subconscious takes over. It wakes up, and what that means is your subconscious, your fears, and they will manifest themselves into all types of different scenarios. So where there's been like unfinished business with your mum, or things you never had chance to say, and vice versa, your subconscious will manifest that, and it could be like in a fearful way, it could be in a nice way. It depends on the way it manifests. So I am going to stick my head on the block, Lee, and say there's things there that you needed to say to your mum and you didn't get a chance to say them, and this is why you're shouting out for her, regardless whether she died or passed a year ago or 17 years ago. There's things there that you needed to say that you didn't get a chance to say. So your subconscious will manifest itself. So you're shouting out for her via dream state, if that makes sense at all to you there, Lee. So, Gail, going back to yourself, are ghosts in your dreams? And again, that comes back down to your subconscious and what it manifests. It manifests your fears. So, say for instance, you're fearful of the dark, or you don't like, say, the boogeyman, or your mum used to talk about the boogeyman. When you sleep, that's what you say. You're fearful of ghosts. So if somebody's once said to you, ghosts can come and get you when you're asleep, that's what it manifests itself into, and it comes back within the dream state. But it's your own fears that are manifesting and bringing that fear to the forefront. If that makes sense to you, girl. If it does, give us a reply down the bottom. The same with you, Lee, my lovely. If that makes sense, if it's helped. So, Claire, going back to yourself, the third eye, we've all got chakras. We've got loads and loads of chakras all over the body. But the 7 main chakras, what we use, and that is the only way I can describe it is some people describe them as spinning plates or spinning tops, but we've got 7 main chakras, and they're all the colours of the rainbow. Okay, so your third eye, we open them. We open all the chakras, the 7 main ones, what we use to work with, and they're the ones that we use to work clairvoyantly and spiritually, but not just with this one. Hi, Jade. Right. Do I see spirit or just comes from your guides? It depends, Jade. Sometimes you know when we just know, where you just know something and you don't know how you know, or you just know. I see images. It's not very often I see full blown spirits. When I do, I think I'm really honoured and privileged by seeing them. But they don't just come from my guide. I know when spirit are there. I know when they're my guides, and I know when it's spirit family and friends. Sometimes, say for instance, if it was your nana who was, and I'm only doing this as hypothetically. I'm not saying it's real, okay? So it's just for instance. For instance, say if your nana was very very talkative, very chatty, and very upfront, she wouldn't feel the need to speak to me via my guide. She would come straight to me and talk to me directly. Where on the other hand of that, the flip side, if your nana was very shy, very quiet, and didn't like to talk to strangers or felt fearful of talking to me, she would communicate via my guide, and my guide would tell me what she was saying. She would communicate with him because she would feel more comfortable with him than with me, if that makes sense to you there, Jade. If it does, give us a yes. Right, Gemma, you've what? Found white feathers in your garden for 2 days. I generally associate white feathers with spirit, and it's spirit's way of letting you know that they're coming in and around you at any given time. when you're feeling a low point or there's things going on that you need a little bit of assurance about, spirit will come in and around and they will show you them feathers, just to let you know. Some people say that the angels are there and they've come to watch over you. So that they've got very there's a lot of meanings behind feathers, and they will turn up unexpectedly. But again, it's my belief that the feathers come from heaven, they come from your spirit family, um, and that's how they present, just to let you know they are in and around you, and that's my belief, okay? So if that answers your question, Gemma, please type yes down the bottom. Right, Joe, do spirit loved ones visit you in your dreams? Yes, they do. And the reason they do that, Joe, sometimes is because that's when you're at your most relaxed and undisturbed time. So say like during the day you're very busy, you're running about like an idiot and you don't get time for anything, you're that busy, so you don't recognize a lot of what spirit's trying to show you, or if they're trying to get in touch with you or communicate with you. So they will present themselves within that dream state to let you know they're okay. And again, that's because you're most relaxed and you won't be disturbed. So they will present themselves within the dream state. And yes, they do. Okay, Joe. Hopefully that answers your question there. Um, it doesn't always happen like that, Claire. That's why, because you need to develop. If you've got a gift, and the only way I describe this, and I've said this over the years 15 times, if you were to build a house on sand, it would fall over. The first bit of, if there was an earthquake or anything, it would just fall over, it would sink. But if you built a house on the right foundations and you built it on a strong foundation, it wouldn't sink. So where I talk about development, um, where you need to tune in, you need to train to do that. It doesn't happen overnight. Yes, you might have a gift there, but you've got to develop that gift to get it to go where it needs to go. So it's all about channeling and about developing the gift that you've got and getting that knowledge behind you and that understanding how to tune in and how not to tune in. So I would say you need training there, Claire, as opposed to just trying to develop yourself, because sometimes, well, I'm going to say all the time, we all need a little bit of guidance in our life and we all need that little bit of extra help, okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Yeah, Lee, with her going that quick, this is probably why you're shouting out to her, because you want to ask them unanswered questions. Okay, so there's unfinished business, so that's why you're shouting out to your mum, because she passed that quickly, and just it's your subconscious kicking in, and you want that reassurance that she's okay, or why did she leave you? And I am going to say, Lee, you probably are angry at your mum for leaving you, and because you went that quick and didn't get a chance to say what you wanted to say to her. And hopefully, again, that answers your question. Now, Gemma, I don't know, because like I said, I'm not doing messages or readings at the minute. It's later on today I'm doing the little mini readings, and that's for charity. It's just questions and answers, my love. So I wouldn't like to comment on whether everything's going to be okay or not. I'm just know that the feathers are coming down from the heavens, and it is spirit coming in and around to give reassurance, okay? And that's all I'll say for that one. I will, Jackie. I will definitely come out for a coffee. Certainly will. Feel free to come in, Jackie, and you can make me one. You're very welcome, Joe. If you get stuck at all, Claire, you know where I'm at. Please feel free to come on and ask. So, like I said, if you would like to visit my webpage, please go on there and have a look, see what I'm doing. I'm also a Reiki healer, I do Reiki, Reiki Master. I do attunements as well. I do one-to-one card readings, and I do make key bags, handbag charms as well. So if anybody would like any of the services where I'm offering, please feel free to inbox me or leave me a small message. Yeah, it certainly is, Hayley. We've had that question there, and it does mean spirit are in and around you. It's my belief it is, and they do come round you when you need them. Okay. It's in my opinion, it's just spirit coming in and around you, Hayley, when you most need them. So you could be going through some troublesome times at the minute, or somebody's birthday, or there's big changes that are coming, or there's a birth of a new baby. But this is why they're coming. They're coming to be acknowledged, they're coming to be remembered, and for you just to let you know that they are there and not forgotten about. A whole number of reasons, okay? So please join me tonight at 6 o'clock, between 6 and 7, for your live mini readings. And again, that's for charity, and it's for a Way Out charity, and it's all about, it's for abused women and children trying to get out of abusive relationships or whatever, and that's what that's about at tea time tonight. But Claire, I wish you good luck with your training. But like I said, if you want any help or assistance, you know where I am at. You can feel free to inbox me or ask me. So if everybody's done with asking me, I'm just going to click offline. Oh, hang on. I'm not early, Scott. We were just doing a few quick questions and answers. You will, Hayley. But yeah, that's probably why they have been in and around, because there has been, like you said, a birth of a new baby and things are going on there. So they do come in and around, and that's the easiest way for them to let you know that they're there, as opposed to, a full-blown apparition. But talking about apparitions as well, I used to do ghost tours years ago. And we've seen some marvelous things, orbs, things like that. So you will Lee. So if anybody's got any pictures of orbs or any paranormal stuff, please feel free to add them to my page or send them there, and I can have a look at them and share them with other people. But yeah, that would be good to see as well. So if you want to do that, please feel free to do it. But I'll see you all again tonight, and thanks very much for listening. So I'm going to say ta-ra for now. See you all at 6 o'clock, but don't forget to keep liking and sharing. Cost you nothing. Yeah? So see you later. Bye for now.